Hey everybody, I'm back with you. This is Jermaine. Welcome into another episode of The Simple Truth. And I want to share some things with you today about some products that many people out there, myself included, are utilizing in their day-to-day activities. There is a petition that is out there today. I get correspondence from a organization called change.org. I'll put that information right down here. And they are asking Apple to better their working conditions for those that provide worldwide the products that we are used to in the Apple brand, whether it be the iPod, the iPad, the iPhone, one of the biggest sellers of phones worldwide today. And when this email came to me just yesterday, I found it really important to include this for those users out there of those products, as well as to bring an understanding and a simple truth to what's really going on to bring consumers the products that they use the most. So I'm going to share this article. I'm going to read this article here to you. And this comes from change.org, again, change.org. And it says, according to the New York Times, workers at a factory in Shenzhen, China, hope I got that pronunciation correct, owned by Foxconn, a company that manufactures iPhones, iPads, and other devices for Apple. These workers regularly work 16-hour, 7-day work weeks. It said the workers, they stand until their legs swell and they can't walk. And they perform repetitive motions on the production line for so long that some permanently lose the use of their hands. To cut costs, managers make workers use cheap chemicals that cause neurologic damage. Neurologic damage. There has been a rash of suicides at the Foxconn plant, and 300 workers recently threatened to jump off the roof over a safety and pay dispute. Threatening to jump off of a roof because of safety and pay disputes. It says, in short, as one former Apple executive told the New York Times, most people would really be disturbed if they saw where their iPhone comes from. Mark Shields, a described member of the cult of Mac, started a petition on change.org demanding Apple exert its influence on its suppliers to improve working conditions for the factory workers that make iPhones, iPads, and other Apple products. Apple knows it can play an important role in ensuring safe and fair working conditions for the workers at its suppliers like Foxconn. In 2005, the company released a supplier code of conduct, and it performs hundreds of audits each year in China and around the world to confirm its suppliers are meeting the code's expectation. But that's where Apple's commitment falters. The number of supplier violations has held steady year to year, and Apple hasn't consistently or publicly stated which suppliers have problems or dropped offending suppliers. So they haven't dropped the offending suppliers, nor have they let it be known which suppliers are making these violations. The bottom line, Apple executives admit, is that they're not being forced to change. One current executive told the New York Times that there's a trade-off. You can either manufacture in comfortable, worker-friendly factories, he said, or you can make it better and faster and cheaper, which requires factories that seem harsh by American standards. And right now, customers care more about a new iPhone than working conditions in China. That means public pressure is the only thing that can force Apple to ensure its suppliers treat workers humanely. If enough people sign the petition that's on this change.org website and tell Apple they care more about human beings than they do about how fast the company can produce the next generation iPhone, the company, talking about Apple, could be convinced to make real change for the workers at the Foxconn factory and other factories. Wow. Wow. We've gotten to the point that our love of things is more important than the human beings that are working to produce said things. The question is, will you continue to allow your thirst and your desire for things to be more important than human beings? This has been The Simple Truth. And as I always share with you, the simple things are oftentimes the most profound, but yet they are the most difficult to put into practice and to actually do. Thank you for joining me on this episode of The Simple Truth, and we'll be back with you real soon.